Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Tuesday, July 4, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Kansas City Royals vs Minnesota Twins. Entering Monday's series opener, the Royals had faced the Twins 7 times this season. They're just 1-6 in the head-to-head series. As for their recent form, Kansas City is a pedestrian 5-5 in the last 10 games. Zack Greinke gets the nod in Game 2 of the series, and he'll be making his 18th start of the year. It hasn't been a memorable campaign for the right-hander as he's just 1-8 with a 5.15 ERA and 1.29 WHIP. Most recently, he faced the Guardians and posted a quality start. Greinke lasted 6.0 innings, limiting Cleveland to just 2 earned runs on 11 hits and 2 walks. It was a no-decision effort in a game Kansas City won 4-3 in 10 innings. The offense has been a major issue for the Royals this year as they're just 29th overall in runs scored, 319. Those runs are courtesy of the 23rd ranked team batting average, .233, and 29th best ops, .670. Individually, Salvador Perez has powered the offense as he leads the way in both average, .253, and home runs, 15. Budding star Bobby Witt Jr. has the edge in RBI with 42. Minnesota has dominated the season series with Kansas City as they've beaten them 6 out of 7 times heading into Monday's opener. As for their recent form, the Twins are 5-5 in their last 10 games. Kenta Maeda takes the ball Tuesday, and he'll be making just his 7th start of the season. The right-hander missed some time due to tricep strain. Overall, he's 1-5 with a 6.23 ERA and 1.46 WHIP over 26.0 innings of work. Maeda faced the Braves last time out and limited them to 2 earned runs on 5 hits and 2 walks over 5.0 innings. It was a losing effort since Atlanta won the game 3-0. I am not going to overanalyze this game. I believe that the Twins are the better team and will win. They are relatively healthy with Joey Gallo and Byron Buxton back in the lineup. Kenta Maeda has not been dominant this season, but he has been better since returning from his injury in late June. He posted a 1.80 ERA and 1.20 WHIP over 2 starts in June. He has also limited the current Kansas City roster to a .111, .200, .111 line over 9 at-bats. The Royals are a poor offensive team, ranking 29th in both runs scored, 319, and ops, .670. I believe that Maeda will pitch well, and the Twins' offense will score enough runs to cover the run line. Therefore, I am betting on the Twins with the run line. While I'm expecting a respectable outing from Maeda, we can't completely ignore the fact that he has a 6.23 ERA and 1.46 WHIP this season. Even though the Royals are arguably the worst offense in baseball, they should be able to plate a couple of runs. That should help push the score over the total of 8.5 runs. On the flip side, the Twins are tasked with taking on Zack Greinke. The right-hander made 5 starts in June and posted a 7.56 ERA and 1.68 WHIP. He gave up 42 hits over 25.0 innings pitched. Even a middle-of-the-pack offense like Minnesota should be able to put the ball in play against Greinke and amass some hits. They're 19th in BABIP this season at .292. Finally, the Twins' current roster is slashing .250, .301, .346 against Greinke over 136 at-bats. Look for the offense to take advantage of the aging starter and contribute a plethora of runs to the total. Let's ride with the over in this divisional tilt. Seattle Mariners vs San Francisco Giants. Logan Gilbert will start Game 2 of this road series against San Fran. He struggled last week against the Nationals, allowing 4 runs on 8 hits and 2 walks over 6 innings. Gilbert gave up 4 consecutive hits to open the game, which led to 3 runs coming across for Washington in the first inning. The right-hander was able to pitch his way out of trouble over the next 4 innings, before again giving up consecutive hits to open the bottom of the 6th, leading to another run for the Nationals. Gilbert has now allowed at least 4 runs in 3 of his last 6 starts and has failed to record more than 5 strikeouts in each of his last 4. He will look for better results as he faces the Giants here in a tough road start. He enters the contest holding a 4.19 ERA and 1.06 WHIP. Seattle has been scuffling through the month of June into July, holding a 40-42 record entering the first game of this series. Although Gilbert has had issues lately, pitching has been excellent, holding opposing teams to the 5th fewest home runs and top 10 in staff ERA and WHIP. The Giants will counter with right-hander Keaton Winn. He took the loss against Toronto last Thursday, allowing 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 walk, while striking out 3 batters over 6 innings. Wynn pitched well in his first start as a big leaguer, needing just 67 pitches to get through 6 frames. He kept the Blue Jays off the scoreboard through 5.2 innings before Vladimir Guerrero tagged him for a 2-run 2-out homer in the 6th to break a scoreless tie. A lack of run support resulted in Wynn taking the loss, but he certainly pitched well enough to earn another start, and that will happen Tuesday at home against Seattle. He pitched very well in relief for the first 2 months, and if his first game as a starter was any indication, he is ready to make the jump in the rotation. He comes into this start with a 3.50 ERA and 0.89 WHIP over 18 innings. Logan Gilbert will start Game 2 of the road series against the San Francisco Giants. He struggled in his last start against the Washington Nationals, allowing 4 runs on 8 hits and 2 walks over 6 innings. He gave up 4 consecutive hits to open the game, and he has not been as effective in his last month of starts. In his last 6 starts, Gilbert has allowed at least 4 runs 3 times and has not struck out more than 5 batters in any of his last 4 starts. The Giants strike out a lot of batters, but I expect Gilbert to have trouble on the road. Even though Oracle Park is a pitcher-friendly ballpark, the Giants are a top 10 home run scoring team. They have won 6 of their last 8 games at Oracle Park, and I expect them to jump on Gilbert early. Therefore, I am betting on the Giants to win with the money line. San Francisco has dropped 4 of 5, but they have vaulted up the standings and hold a 46-38 record after a strong June entering Game 1 of this series. The Giants are expected to open a 6-game homestand leading into the All-Star break, and with Ace Webb on the mound in the first game, Wynn will start Game 2. I expect the youngster to struggle in this game and serve up his fair share of runs. He comes into this start with a 3.50 ERA and 0.89 WHIP over 18 innings as a reliever and starter. After he was dynamite in his first start, Seattle will do some homework and respond with a good game against him. The total has gone over in 5 straight games between these clubs. I expect the Giants to win, but this game will go over. Colorado Rockies vs Houston Astros. The Rockies are back on the road following a 4-5 9-game homestand. Colorado dropped 2 of 3 games to the Tigers at home over the weekend before traveling to Houston. On Sunday, the Rockies fell 14-9 to the light-hitting Tigers. The Rockies fell behind 8-3 early and then allowed 6 runs in total in the 6th and 7th innings to put the game out of reach. Rockies starter Connor Siebold fell to 1-5 with a loss after giving up 8 runs in 5 innings. He's now allowed 8 home runs in his last 13 innings of work and hasn't won in 9 consecutive starts. The Houston Astros are trying to get back on top in the AL West division and got that process going this weekend after winning 2 of the first 3 games over first-place Texas. The 2 wins in Texas improved the Astros to 6-4 in their last 10 games and pulled them to within 4 games of the Rangers in the standings. On Monday afternoon, the Astros sent righty Christian Javier to try and pull within 3 games of the Rangers and take the 4-game series. The Astros jumped out to a 10-2 lead before giving it all up and trailed 11-10 in the 9th inning. Instead of caving, the Astros rallied for 2 runs in the 9th and took the series with a 12-11 win. They are now just 3 games in back of the Rangers for the AL West lead. The Rockies have been miserable on the road this season with a record of just 13-29. Freeland has been a part of those struggles with an ERA over 5 away from Coors Field. The Astros have rebounded from a rough stretch, playing without MVP candidate Yordan Alvarez, to win 7 of 10 games leading into this series. The Astros are hitting .270 as a team over the past 10 games, with 37 extra base hits, including 15 home runs. While France has struggled at home this season, he has the good fortune of battling a Rockies team that averages just 3.74 runs on the road this season. Additionally, France was solid in his last 2 home starts, allowing a total of 3 runs in 13.2 innings of work. The Astros need to put together a winning series, and this one against Colorado is one they have to take advantage of. Take the Astros with a money line. And our total pick is over.